got a feeling she don't catch none. Red pill, blue pill, you don't take one.
I will say this, dude. After getting so many tests myself recently, I started to think just weirdly about germs, which is, there are people who are conscious of germs all the time. But I was thinking about specifically a venue, how I feel like I've said this before, but the fact that venues just have only like 4 toilets and thousands of people shit in that same toilet, it's a fucking miracle that no one has died from like a unique diarrhea or something.
Dude, the amount of fucking bars I've taken a shit in.
Oh, bro. It's just like
the amount of nightclubs I've taken a shit in, which is a handful, probably like 2 or 3, but still, the fact that I didn't die of like
dysentery,
butthole chlamydia. You think your whole fucking your whole hole is exposed. Your whole hole is exposed. The whole inside of your body is opened up to this world of germs that has been exposed to public assholes for years. I mean, we're talking maybe decades,
Bro, the fact that, if there was a quick way to get a sickness, it would be to go into an environment like that and just spread your cheeks. And just like invite whatever's in the air to just come on inside. Just pull up,
Especially if
man.
you could do one of those like, fart on command moves where you inhale through your ass a little bit. Some people can like breathe through their ass.
I don't know anyone that can breathe through their ass.
You've never seen someone do it like fart on purpose. You have to like intake air to do that.
Dude,
so people
if you know someone who can do that, they should be on OnlyFans because I've never seen that in my life, and that's one I would pay for. How do you know all these unique ass people? Cake sitters, command farters.
Dude, I like
I've heard of a command squirter. Squirt on
You've heard
command.
That's just peeing, isn't it?
No, it's not pee. It's fucking.
Isn't that just taking a pee?
No, dude. It's unicorn juice. It's unicorn fluid, man. It's not pee. Fart on command. That's wild. Yeah,
what if a dude's version of squirting after like a prostate orgasm was just shitting,
A prostate orgasm. I'm so scared to get my prostate checked and that shit's gonna happen to me.
Oh, can we talk about that actually?
That dude who fucking, what did he do? He shot the doctor?
There's a guy in Florida who was getting a prostate exam and he came and the guy turned around and shot the doctor.
He had a gun on him in the doctor's office? No way.
In Florida?
No way.
You could do that, can't you?
You can't just open carry into a fucking doctor's office.
Well,
That's
who's
crazy.
to say it was open carry?
He didn't turn around in the building and shoot him. Did he?
Maybe it was after the fact.
Yeah, he would have. Bro, that's pretty wild. If a dude has a fucking sidearm on his hip and you got to check his prostate, I'd be like, give me that shit.
It's also fucking wild to be so mad about that you drive to the dude's house afterwards. Because I actually think that's what happened. Now that you said that, I remember reading that in the article.
That is so dark.
Like you don't even get a little like post-nut clarity where you're like really pissed off and then you're like, you know what, actually everything's cool. I'm gonna take a nap instead.
He was upset because he made him fall in love.
Yeah, exactly.
I've never felt that way in my life. No one can know. Jeez, man.
No one has ever made me do that as hard as you just did.
Dude, I know John Mulaney has done a whole bit about that, but I'm terrified of that, bro. Getting a fucking getting a prostate exam and you're hard as nails.
I wouldn't give a shit, dude.
You wouldn't care?
Imagine how much the doctor sees that.
Yeah, it's probably mad regular. He's like, all right.
It's probably the most normal thing in the world.
Dude in front of him just like, oh!
I'm gonna have my intern here hold a bucket underneath you're like, what? Wait, why? Why the bucket?
You're just gonna get a little hard here, huh? Oh! 3, 2, 1, and we're out. It'll go away in just a second. He's like, oh. Nah, man.
Splash zone, you know?
Dude, they turn you into a corner, and there's just a crusty ass piece of carpet on the ground. And you're like, what's that for?
Yeah,
just
exactly.
Stay looking forward. Oh!
Why is there a target on the wall?
Just try to get the highest points.
Just fixate on it if you can.
Aim for the high score.
Try to get the highest number of points.
See if you can
just
do
gonna
better
say-
than the last guy.
Oh, no.
Huh? Oh!
Still dripping down the fucking...
Oh,
Is that...
Jesus Christ, dude. That's like that whole, you saw that that masturbation machine in China that I
No.
fucking retweeted? Oh, bro.
What is it?
You're like, huh?
Show
Bro,
me.
you thought a fleshlight was dope? Hold on.
What about this shit? You hear about the Vietnamese police that seized over 300,000 used condoms that were washed and packaged to be resold?
No.
Yep.
No. Washed? How are they washing that shit?
Well, who's collecting them, though? Where are they getting them from?
Ooh. I didn't even think about that part. I want to know how they're washing them. I'm more curious about the process. There needs to be a how it's made on that whole process.
It's just kitchen sink, dude.
Oh,
It's just
fuck.
one person with gloves on, like just standard cleaning gloves, the yellow ones.
And then they
And he
hang
just-
dry them?
He's just he's washing it like a fucking like a bar pint glass. That's what it is actually. It's one of those geysers that rockets up. That they
Nah,
use to clean glasses at a bar when they press it and then it just rockets with water. They just do.
No, dude, it's got to be some like industrial process where there's like a big bucket of them, like in like sitting in a solution, and then there's just like a minimum wage worker with fucking dishwasher gloves, just like putting them on like a series of pegs. It's just like they do it dumb fast, just fucking. The condoms are placed in order for washing 24 at a time. They
Dude,
are
how
pinned
it's
down.
made, man.
Yeah,
Wow, what a show.
callback, dude.
That is a crazy. I'm feeling weirdly nostalgic right now.
The
I
condoms
used
are
to watch
pinned
that
at the
all the
base
time.
and filled with hydrogen peroxide. Only to be relubricated later. Fucking, there's like a testing period where the condoms are on the pegs and they just have like a fucking, like a Lego block of fleshlights and they just go.
Oh my god. It's a row of fleshlights that are pointed down,
Yep.
and then the condoms are pointed up, and
Yeah,
both
just
belts are going the opposite direction.
Real
So they're
quick.
testing all of them like multiple times. It's like, what? Like it goes down, it turns, and then it comes back up, and then it moves to the next one, goes down, turns, comes back up.
And then there's a fucking.
Oh, and they're shooting lube through the top of the fleshlight so that that's how it gets down, and that's how they get it all lubed up.
And then there's like a period where it has to be artisanal, so they can legally market them as handmade. It's just like an old lady with some weird like fucking middle like Eastern Europe clay looking shit, and she's like, this is something imported lube that is manually, and then she just manually places it over the condoms. And then it goes into some kind of oven where it's melted down, and then they're perfectly
Or it's
lubricated.
the folding technique.
Oh yeah,
She's
yeah.
the
There you
one
go.
that
There you
maybe
go.
she just goes. Maybe they have like a certain sort of like two-handed technique where it's like
she
boom, boom,
just
boom, and it's perfectly rolled. And they're like, how do you do that even?
Each condom is carefully packaged by one individual. This ensures that the condom is not tampered with by machinery. Each condom goes through a stress
so
test,
good.
and they're just filled up like water balloons.
So good, meticulously testing them all, even though they're all used,
Refurbished condoms.
refurbished.